Katan Let Satine Die. Katan Kryze intentionally let her sister, Satine Kryze, die. I think that Katan allowed for Darth Maul to kill Satine Kryze. And the first reason I think that is because if Satine Kryze survived, then she would want to retake Mandalore and she would want to stay the leader of Mandalore. And Bo-Katan wants to rule Mandalore. She wants to be the leader of Mandalore. So if her sister Satine is alive, then Satine is going to be in her way, and Satine is going to prevent Bo-Katan from ruling Mandalore. So Bo-Katan wanted Satine gone. That's the first reason. The second reason is that if Satine dies, then she becomes a martyr, and Bo-Katan can use that as a pity card and say, "Oh, feel sorry for me because my sister Satine was killed. So I'm gonna need to get some revenge, and I'm gonna need to avenge my sister's death, and therefore I need to be the new leader of Mandalore." So on multiple fronts. So people are going to feel sorry for Bo-Katan because her sister died and was killed by Darth Maul. And then people are going to feel like, hey, if Satine is dead, then it's only natural that her sister, Bo-Katan, be the new leader of Mandalore. And obviously, Satine becoming a martyr, that could really help boost the Mandalorian people's morale. So that's the second reason. The third reason is that Bo-Katan doesn't really seem to like Satine that much. I mean, Bo-Katan was literally working against Duchess Satine for so many years, and Bo-Katan was literally part of Death Watch, which was trying to overthrow and kill Duchess Satine. So she's already part of a group that tried to kill Duchess Satine many times. And also, when Bo-Katan frees Satine from prison at the beginning of that episode, when Satine asks Bo-Katan why she's helping, Bo-Katan simply just says, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," and basically saying, since Satine is enemies with Darth Maul, and I'm enemies with Darth Maul, I'm just gonna be friends with Satine now so that I can help her. And then and Satine seems to get it too, because Satine says to Bo-Katan, "Well, there was a time when we weren't enemies, and then come on, maybe that time has come again. So now come on." So it's pretty clear that Bo-Katan isn't freeing Satine just because she likes her. She's only freeing Satine because Satine is enemies with Darth Maul, and she wants to. So at first, I think Bo-Katan wanted to use Satine to kick Darth Maul off of Mandalore. So now, let's get to the crux of the theory. So, when Obi-Wan Kenobi arrives on Mandalore and he puts on the Mandalorian armor, Bo-Katan sees him. She's watching. Like, she's up on the building top, and she's watching Obi-Wan head over to the palace. So she's right there, right next to Obi-Wan Kenobi's ship, and she sees him go. But when Obi-Wan Kenobi comes back to his ship with Satine and they're running inside the ship, Bo-Katan is nowhere to be seen. I mean, she was right there before, but now she's gone. How convenient. And when Obi-Wan and Satine are trying to fly away and they're running into trouble, Satine says, "We have to contact my sister. She'll send reinforcements." And Obi-Wan's like, "Who's your sister?" And then if Bo-Katan had showed up right there and provided some backup, maybe Obi-Wan Kenobi and Satine would have been able to fly away. And even after Obi-Wan Kenobi and Satine's ship got destroyed and they fell out, Bo-Katan and some Night Owls could have caught Obi-Wan Kenobi and Satine and taken them to safety. Or even after Obi-Wan Kenobi and Bo-Katan were captured by the Mandalorian, Savage Opress, and Darth Maul, Bo-Katan and the Night Owls could have interfered and attacked Darth Maul, then Savage Opress and the Red Mandalorians, and try to get Obi-Wan Kenobi and Satine to safety. But instead, several hours later, Bo-Katan helps Obi-Wan Kenobi escape right before he gets sent to prison. So it seems like Bo-Katan followed Obi-Wan Kenobi all the way to the Mandalorian prison cells and then helped him break out. Well, if Bo-Katan saw Obi-Wan Kenobi arrive at Mandalore, but then disappear for a while, but then she shows up again when he's taken to prison, then it's clear that she's been following him the whole time. So why couldn't she have helped him when he was trying to save Satine? And also, I don't know how much time passed, but clearly a bit of time, because it's nearly nighttime. It's nearly evening when Obi-Wan Kenobi is being sent to prison, and when Obi-Wan Kenobi and Satine were sent to the palace, then it seemed like it was daytime or morning. So it's been a long time. So where was Bo-Katan the whole time? I mean, Bo-Katan saw Obi-Wan Kenobi arrive, but then she disappeared for several hours, and then shut up when he was about to go to prison, so she was following him. But does she not see him running with Satine, and does she not see him trying to escape with her? I mean that is like there's no possible explanation for this other than the fact that Bo-Katan probably saw everything happen, but just let it happen and just let Satine get captured again, knowing that Satine would probably be killed. Because if you remember, Pre Vizsla and Darth Maul's original goal was to kill Satine, because obviously they need to kill Satine to gain. Because obviously, Pre Vizsla always wanted to kill Satine, and Darth Maul wanted to kill Satine to gain revenge on Obi-Wan. So Bo-Katan definitely knows that Darth Maul is going to kill Satine. And it seems like Bo-Katan just let it happen and allowed for Darth Maul to kill Satine. Because, first of all, as I said, Bo-Katan wants to rule Mandalore. She wants full control over Mandalore. And Satine would be in the way. Satine would not want Bo-Katan to rule Mandalore. And secondly, Bo-Katan seems to hate Satine on a personal level anyway, and Bo-Katan was literally part of Death Watch, which was constantly trying to kill Satine. And in the original plan, Pre Vizsla was supposed to rule Mandalore, and so Pre Vizsla and Bo-Katan were going to kill Satine anyway, and Bo-Katan literally overthrew her sister. That's a big point that I am now making, but Bo-Katan literally overthrew her sister Satine Kryze. She and Savage Opress and Darth Maul and Pre Vizsla literally overthrew Satine. So yeah, it's not very hard to believe that Satine would let this. It's not so hard to believe that Bo-Katan would let Satine die. And I think The Mandalorian Season 3 would be a great place to explore this possible theory, because obviously Bo-Katan seems to be going back to her dark roots and really being hostile towards Din Djarin and the Mandalorian, as well as Grogu Baby Yoda. So if Bo-Katan is going to take that dark turn, then now would be a great time to reveal that Bo-Katan allowed for Satine to die because that was the best way for Bo-Katan to rule Mandalore, and it was Bo-Katan who overthrew Satine in the first place, and Bo-Katan clearly never liked Satine, and Satine would have been basically a barrier to Bo-Katan gaining full control of Mandalore, so that is why. And also, Bo-Katan clearly has this very guilty look on her face when Obi-Wan Kenobi says, "You're Satine's sister, aren't you?" And then it's like, Bo-Katan, sure, she could be sad that Satine's dead, but she could also be regretting the fact that, yeah, I just let my sister die. So that could be a case. And of course, it's just very interesting, too, how Bo-Katan tries to guilt trip Obi-Wan Kenobi into going into the Siege of Mandalore, and Obi-Wan obviously ends up sending Ahsoka Tano instead, but Bo-Katan literally pulls a Death Sister card and says, Maul murdered my sister. Maul murdered the Mandalorian ruler, my sister. I thought she meant something to you, so she's trying to emotionally drag Obi-Wan Kenobi into this, and that kind of manipulation is very... I would understand why, but it's also very strange to me, because, yeah, why bring that up? Why bring that up? And also, when Bo-Katan is fighting Prime Minister Almec, and Prime Minister Almec says to Bo-Katan, "You were never the politician your sister Satine was," and Bo-Katan gets really mad and tries to shoot Almec, I would assume Almec probably hit a guilty nerve there. And, oh, by the way, I just want to say it's very interesting to me how Pre Vizsla kept Bo-Katan by his side, and Bo-Katan seemed to be like Pre Vizsla's right-hand woman. And I'm sure Pre Vizsla knew that Bo-Katan and Satine were sisters, because Almec knew, and I'm guessing a lot of other people knew as well, and Fen Rao knew as well. So I wonder, it's just interesting that Pre Vizsla kept Duchess Satine's sister by his side. Anyway. But yeah, in The Mandalorian Season 3, it's clear that Bo-Katan is going to be a darker character and going back to kind of the bad guy that she was. And so it would be really nice if it is revealed that Bo-Katan is the one. It would be really nice if it's revealed that Bo-Katan allowed for Satine to die. It would really add to her character development and make the character darker, and maybe have her show some remorse or no remorse. So yes, that would be interesting. That would be very interesting. So yes, the theory is that Bo-Katan indirectly killed Satine. Bo-Katan let Satine die. Bo-Katan allowed for Duchess Satine to be killed. Bo-Katan Kryze let her sister, Satine Kryze, be killed because Bo-Katan wanted to be the sole ruler of Mandalore. And of course, the reason she rescued Obi-Wan Kenobi after that, the reason Bo-Katan rescued Obi-Wan Kenobi is because Bo-Katan needed someone to go back and tell the Republic that Darth Maul was in charge of Mandalore, so that the Republic would send an invasion force. So that is all for today. Or for this video, I should say. Bo-Katan kills Satine.